Good morning, third graders. Today we are on page 121 of your student journal, and we are on lesson 2. We are going to be continuing with what we did yesterday and just practicing that some more. So our goal or our objective today is going to be the same. It's going to be, today I will tell and write time to the minute. Okay, so yesterday we looked at our vocabulary. I'm just going to remind you of a few things. So this is called what we call like a face clock or an analog clock, and it has two hands on it. So what we see is the hour hand and the minute hand. Our hour hand is always the short hand, and the minute hand is always the long hand. Okay, so this is an analog or a face clock. When we see it written like this, we usually call this digital. So you might see this on your cell phone, on maybe your oven or your microwave or a watch, but this is digital. Okay, our steps are going to be the same as yesterday, and the only thing I really want to point out is when we do these, remember we do our hour hand first, and then we do the minute hand. So we're always going to be working with our hour hand before we work with our minute hand. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put down my green pen and grab my red pen if you just want to watch me do a few of these. Okay, so my first one says, what time is it? Okay, so I'm always starting with my hour hand. And when I look at this, I see that this is my hour hand because it's shorter than this one. So this is what I want to look at. Well, the hour hand looks like it passed 1, but it didn't get to 2 yet, which means my hour is 1 o'clock. And I put that in front of the semicolons. Okay, so it's the colon. It's called a colon, not a semicolon. So I put that in front of the 1, or the 1 in front of the colon, and then I can go on to my minute hand. So remember my minute hand, I start here, and I go count by 5. So that's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'm not going to go to 20 because that would pass where my minute hand is. So I'm going to say that's 16, 17, and it looks to me that it stops right there at what would be 18. So the time is 1:18. That's how we read that. 1, and then we start this and say this separately, 18. Okay, let's look at my next one. So my next one says, what time is it again? Okay, so again, we're going to always start with the hour hand, which is our shorter hand. So when I look at my short hand, this one's a little tricky because it looks like it's at the 11. Really, really looks so close. But when I do this line, and I'm going to have to do a pencil here, so close, but it just misses it. It's not quite there, which means it's actually going to be 10. My hour is 10 because it passed the 10 and it's not quite at the 11 yet. So you're going to have to, when it looks close, you have to really maybe get in a ruler and make a line there. But it's 10 o'clock, and then I'm going to do my minutes. So my minutes are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and it looks like it's 51, 52. So my minutes would be 52. Now because it almost has gone all the way around, that's why my hour hand is so close to the 12. Because once it hits the 12, it changes the hour. So that's why it's getting close, because my minute hand has gone so far around. So it is 10:52. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's try 2 of these together. You're gonna turn your page to page 122. And our first one says, what time is it? Okay, so I see my 2 hands and I have to ask myself, which one's my hour hand? Because I always want to start with my hour. So this one's my hour hand because it's shorter. Okay, so what I see is it's past the 12, but it didn't make it to 1 yet. So my hour is 12. Okay, now we're going to look at our minute hand, and we always start here. So it's been 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and it looks like to me it went 1 past, just there, which would be 21. So my minutes are 21. So this is my face or analog clock. Digitally it says 12:21. That's how I would read that. Okay, let's try another one together. Okay, what time is it again? So we always need to find our hour hand first. So if I look at the 2 lengths here, I notice this one's shorter. So that's my hour hand. And I notice it passed 3, but it didn't get to 4 yet, which means my hour is going to be 3. Now we can do our minute hand. So we're going to count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and I don't want to go to 40, so let's count them. 36, 37, and it looks like it's right there, which would be the 38. So we're going to read this as 3:38. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, today you have quite a bit to try on your own. You're going to do page 123, page 124, and you're also going to try page 125. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.